Hello, everyone. Welcome back to tonight's episode of Savage Black Marathon Madness. I'm your host, Johnson McVeigh, AI. But hopefully, for the last one we did, hopefully AI is fixed on YouTube. Hopefully, we'll see. Um, but probably not. I don't know. Anyway, today we're going to talk about the same two episodes we do all the time here on Marathon Man. All right, it's going to be Season 1, Episode 49, a Crazy Brotherhood Lunch Meeting. And then we're going to go fast forward here once again. We're to 11th grade, and this is Season 8 for Episode 36, Tacky Tuesday. So, let's start with Crazy Brotherhood Lunch Meeting. Alright. Let's begin. So this episode, he goes to the bus, he heads to school, he gets to school, he goes to Breakfast Club, blah blah blah. Same old, same old. Then he goes to language arts, does all this. Second period, third period is done. He goes to lunch and he has his Brotherhood meeting, his lunch meeting, whatever you want to call it, eats lunch, they have fun. But the Brotherhood members start going at it. They're talking about something, and they have disagreement with something, and they're going a little bit crazy. It's all crazy. Everybody's going wild. It's not really a fist fight. It's not really a food fight either. It's just, oh my goodness, oh my god, and no one's jealous. It's not really drama, but it's just kind of fun. You know how people, they're talking about maybe what's their favorite pop or something or some. I don't remember what it was. It's been 6 years ago at this point. Oh my gosh! But it was something that was just kind of crazy. Hunter was just eating and watching the tea. But anyway, and Hunter was going crazy, laughing and having fun too. And Hunter joined in on the craziness. It was just a crazy lunch barhead meeting, and that's basically the whole plot of the episode. So, and I guess that can be it for that episode I discussed. But he finishes this day, study hall, science, fire, civics. It's chaotic. Resource, he gets the math homework done. Clay's got every time at resource when he gets it done, he's happy. But anyway, and then he goes home and is savage for the rest of the night. And he goes to bed and he moves on to the next day. And now we're gonna fast forward. That was eighth grade. Now we're fast forwarding to 11th grade. Alright, let's go to season 8. Episode 36, Tacky Thursday. So tonight is Thursday night's episode of Marathon Madness. So here we go. So he goes to Heartland. He eats breakfast, goes to Heartland to his early childhood class. It is a preschool day, which I'm going to tell more details about the preschoolers and everything about it from Heartland in a future Marathon Madness. But we're not ready to get there yet. But it is a preschool day, and Hunter is Mr. Hunter. He's the teacher, that's his name, in the preschool. And he does that for 3 hours. He teaches, I don't know what his assignment is. He teaches something, I don't remember. But, um, but, um, but he teaches one lesson. You teach one lesson. Well, you have a center and a lesson. But I don't really remember what lesson this was. But he was the teacher today, and this happens like every other day. Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays is preschool. Uh, Well, Wednesday is English, so if he can't teach that, well, at first but we'll get to that anyway. But he does that. Then he goes to back to the high. He gets to the high school after Heartland, and then he goes to the study hall, and then he goes to lunch, and they have their Brotherhood meeting. But the day is just kind of weird and wild and tacky. It's kind of a weird day. You know, everybody's acting tacky, being tacky, you know, acting weird. So I don't know, but this was 2 years, 3 years ago now. But at this point, but it's just a tacky Thursday. You know, those feeling the where the vibe is kind of crazy. But he goes to ICP, which is a science class. I know it sounds weird, but it's like a intro to chemistry. That's what it is. Intro to chemistry and physics, and that's what it is. Or inducted chemistry, whatever it's called. It's an intro chemistry and physics or something. It's not. That's not what it's called. The I is like integrated. Is it integrated? I don't know. Something. But anyway, he does that. He gets through that. It's kind of tricky. It's kind of tacky. It's kind of, but he gets through it. And then he goes to Algebra 2. Yeah, and it's kind of stressful. They do notes and stuff. They do an activity, I think. But he gets help and he gets through it and he gets done and over it and he moves on. And then he goes to Resource with Oswald, and which we have more to say about her. She's very similar to Miss Warnock and strict and kind of wild. But anyway, which we'll get to that and see when we get to 11th, more talking about more 11th grade stuff in the future, way in the future here, next year or whatever, like January or something. We'll see. But anyway, or maybe in a month or so. But we'll see. We'll get to that. Um, right now I'm just doing the 8th grade. I'm doing some 10th grade, sprinkle here and there. I done a couple already. It's time for a duel was one of them, but I'm not ready to do all of them yet. I'm just focused on getting through the 8th grade first because that was the original order. It was 8th grade and, But anyway, but he does read first, then he goes to U.S. history, um, which is wild. Is And I'll tell you why in a future episode and who teaches it. I'm not ready to expose that yet because people are gonna be shocked. Um, if you're a fan of the show and sing Sad John Block OG, you already know this, but pretend to be shocked when I reveal it. But anyway, but if you haven't heard of the show or seen anything at the show yet until the Marathon Madness, you're gonna be shocked to reveal who teaches you. But I'm not gonna reveal it yet. But might have to do something with maybe civics or we'll see. But and then that's it. That's that period. He heads home and slays the rest of the day away. But that's it. That's tonight's Marathon Madness. We're done with another one. And I'll see you tomorrow night, Friday night. It's episode of San John Block Marathon Madness. All right. Bye, everybody. I mean, God bless you all. Um, and have a good one.